Good morning, students. Now today we are going the next topic, that is to calculate the value of small g. Students, in the previous topic some students are having problem about the mathematical calculation of g. So I am just going to repeat that. Since you know that the object is during free fall, the object is moving downward with some acceleration, but that acceleration is due to the gravitational force. That's why we can represent the acceleration due to gravitational force as a small g. We can represent this small a in the form of a small g symbol. So it will be equal to the gravitational acceleration. Since F is equals to mass into acceleration, so we can use mg, and F is also equal to m1 m2 g m1 m2 upon d square or distance square, or you can take r square, no problem. Now students, what is the thing that if we are considering the mass of object as m and mass of earth as me or capital M, then what is there? F is equals to capital G, capital M, that is mass of earth, and mass of object upon distance between object as well as the earth. Then these are the two equations of forces that we are having. So we will put the value of F from here, or you can say first equation is equal to second equation because both are the values of F. So we can write mg is equals to capital G, capital M, small m upon d square. M cancel. Small g is equals to capital G m upon d square. And since a student, if the object is moving towards the earth and if it is at a very little height, in that case the distance will be equivalent to the radius of the earth. That's why we can write it small g, that is gravitational acceleration, is equals to capital G m upon r square, that is radius of earth ka square. Okay, so in this way we come to know that the value of gravitational acceleration do not depend on the mass of the object. It only depend on the mass of earth as well as the distance of object from earth. Okay, so the value of gravitational force gravitational acceleration do not depend on mass of object. That is the reason a small stone as well as a big stone come towards the earth with the same gravitational acceleration. Now students, in today's session we will learn that how can we calculate the value of gravitational acceleration. Since student, you know that the gravitational acceleration small g will be equal to capital G, that is universal gravitational constant, capital M, that is mass of earth, upon radius of earth ka square. So this is the equation. We will put all the values here and then we will calculate the value of g. Since student, the value of universal gravitational constant is 6.7 approx into 10 raised minus 11 Newton meter square per kg square. The mass of earth is equal to 6 into 10 to the power 24 kg. And the radius of earth is about 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 meter. So we will put all these values in this equation. Then small g is equals to 6.7 into 10 raised minus 11 into 6 into 10 to the power 24 upon 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 ka square. When you will solve this values, 6.7 into 10 raised minus 11 into 6 into 10 to the power 24, square of this is there. So 6.4 into 10 to the power 6 into 6.4 into 10 to the power 6. On solving all these values, you will get a value and that will be equal to 9.8 meter per second square. So this will be the value of universal gravitational constant. Students, simply you have to remember the value of the universal gravitational constant, because no one is asking you that how can you calculate the value. You must have an idea about all these things, but you have to remember the value of universal, the value of acceleration due to gravity, that is small g. Acceleration due to gravity directly. The value of gravitational acceleration or acceleration due to gravity is 9.8 meter per second square. Okay, so this will be the value. Now the next thing that I want to tell you is there are certain things, that is if the object is moving, means since in translatory motion we have derived the three equations of motion, that is v is equals to u plus at, s is equals to ut plus half at square, v square is equals to u square plus 2as. These were the three equations of motion that we have derived when the object is moving on a straight line, that is the object is showing translatory motion. ठीक है, so these are for the linear motion or translatory motion or translatory motion. So but in case of if the object is moving towards the earth or away from earth, that is if we are considering the motion in which gravity is involved, okay, under the means motion due to gravity, if motion due to gravity, if we are considering the motion of object under the influence of gravitational force, in that case we will modify the equation like this: v is equals to u plus gt. So student, here simple acceleration is there and here the gravitational acceleration we have to use, and the value of g will be 9.8 always. Similarly, s means height, that is height, h will be ut plus half gt square. H will be height, that at what height the object is going or coming. V square is equals to u square plus 2gh. So these are the three equations of motion that we have to use. One more thing that you have to remember, students, that the value of g here also vary. Like here we are again, the acceleration is if the object is accelerating, velocity is increasing, then we are using positive acceleration, that is acceleration. And if the object is means going to apply the brakes, in that case we are using the value of a here negative, that is negative acceleration or retardation. Here the same thing is there. You have to remember one thing, student, that suppose this is the earth, and if any object is moving towards the earth, in that case it is moving towards the gravity, so the value of g you have to take positive, because the object is continue accelerating. So towards the earth you have to take the value of g positive. G will be positive when object move towards earth or downwards. Downward motion of object, for the downward motion of object we have to take the value of g positive. But in case if we are throwing the object in upward direction, then you know, like we are throwing the object in from, this is the surface of earth and we are throwing the object in upward direction, then we know that continuously its velocity will decrease, and at the last its velocity will decrease and again it will return back on the same path towards the earth. So continuously the velocity is decreasing. That's why here if any object is moving towards upward direction, then we will take the value of g negative. Why? Because there is retardation. So we have to take the value of g will be negative in upward throw or motion of object against the gravity. Okay beta, so these are the equations. So this is all about the calculation of value of g and the motion due to the gravity. These three equations we have to use. Now students, let's discuss about a question. The question is example 10.3 that is given in your book. So let's solve this question. In this question, it is given. First of all, we will write the given, that what is given and what we have to calculate. So an object is thrown vertically upward and it rises to height 10 meter. That means height is equals to 10 meter. And it is thrown vertically upward. That means the value of g will be minus 9.8. If the value of g is not given in your question in round form, like somewhere you will get the value of g is equals to minus 10, that is round off form you can use in question. But if it is not given in question, you have to simply use g is equals to minus 9.8 meter per second square. Calculate velocity with which it was thrown upward. मीन्स ये ऑब्जेक्ट है और अर्थ की सरफेस से इसके ऊपर फेंका गया. तो इनिशियल वेलोसिटी विल बी, वी हैव टू कैलकुलेट. फाइनल वेलोसिटी यहाँ पे जाके रुक जाएगा 0 और फिर ये वापस से क्या है, नीचे आएगा. तो बच्चों कंटिन्यू वेलोसिटी डिक्रीज हो रही है. जी ऊपर की तरफ माइनस 9.8. वी विल राइट द फाइनल वेलोसिटी विल बी 0 मीटर पर सेकेंड and initial velocity we have to calculate. Second thing, time taken by object to reach at the highest point, means from here to here we have to calculate the time also. So student, first of all we will use the first equation of motion. You can use first equation of motion or you can use third equation of motion, it's your choice. So we are using v square is equals to u square plus 2gh. First of all we will use this equation. Okay, so value of v square will be 0 square is equals to u square plus 2 into minus 9.8 into the value of h is 10. It is 9.8. Okay, now we will take the value of u over here. Minus u square is equals to minus 9.8 into 2 minus 19.6 into 10. U square minus u square is equals to minus 196. Minus से minus cancel. U is equals to under root of 196. U is equals to 14 meter per second. So it will be the answer of initial velocity. Now let's take the example of second. You can use first equation of motion or you can use the second equation, no problem. So we will use h is equals to ut plus half gt square. Since object is moving upward, so h will be 10 is equals to u 14 into time we have to calculate plus half g is 9.6, that is minus 9.6 into t square. Students, इससे तो वैसे कर तो सकते हैं अपन, बट ये बहुत ज़्यादा लेंदी हो जाएगा बिकॉज वी आर हैविंग, लेट्स सी इट. 10 इज इक्वल्स टू 14t, ये कैंसिल होगा तो यहाँ पे आ जाएगा माइनस, इट विल बी 4.8 t square. So we are getting 4.8 t square minus 14t plus 10 is equals to 0. आप इसको मिडिल टर्म स्प्लिटिंग मेथड से सॉल्व करके भी t की वैल्यू निकाल सकते हो. और फर्स्ट इक्वेशन तो आप इसको निकाल सकते हो बेटा. मैं फर्स्ट इक्वेशन यूज़ करना चाहूँगी वापस से बिकॉज आई डोंट वांट टू कैलकुलेट इट दिस मच. सो v इज इक्वल्स टू u प्लस gt. v is equals to 0, u is equals to 14 plus minus 9.8 into t. So 14 minus 14 is equals to minus 9.8 into t. Minus minus cancel, t is equals to 14 upon 9.8. So point अपन उड़ा देंगे. So the value of t will be 1.43 second. It will be the answer. When you will solve this one by using the quadratic formula or by using means middle term, some methods are there to solve this equation, then in that way you will get the same value of t as we are getting over here. So this is the means in this way you have to use the equations of motion.